Blah 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 blah. Norman readers and the funky feeders. There we go. A Death Stranding stream will get taken down from Twitch because Riiser's heavy breathing and moaning. No, but like, can you imagine? Like, just imagine this. Imagine for a spell, if you would, that you are Konami and you have released Metal Gear Survive. Now, besides wanting to kill yourself, imagine that that you released Metal Gear Survive and like shocker, I know, but it is a massive commercial flop. It is abysmal. Like, it's downright hilarious how badly it has sold, and it has garnered like terrible press, and it's like, it's a shit show. It's an absolute unparalleled shit show. Oh well, maybe not unparalleled, but holy crap, is it terrible. And the only reason why people have bought the game is obviously because the Metal Gear name is attached to it. And then fucking Kojima comes out with his own game. Now imagine if that game is like the biggest selling game ever. What would you feel as, you know, like pretending you're Konami? Fuck. Like, fuck, like, you would have to realize you ain't shit without this dude, and you fucking treated him and his employees like fucking dirt. And now he's out there making $1.2 billion monies, and you could have had that if you weren't cunts. What the fuck? Okay. Just play the X-Files music now. Oh my god. Do you guys remember X-Files? I actually, like, I never really watched it because when it came out, well, when it came out in Denmark, it was the time where I was really young, and there was this part in the music just, like, it freaked me the fuck out. I'm not proud to admit it, but that's the thing. Like it was scary music, and so little Riiser didn't like it. And oh my god! But I actually watched it as an adult. That shit is good! That's some good shit, eh? Well, I also remember, like, there is this one part of the intro where you see a dude, and he's like screaming, and he looks like terrified. And his face kind of distorts into like this smoky thing or something. That scared the bejeebus out of me. I'm just gonna run past you because I don't trust my ability to fight you. Ow! Ow, for fuck's sake. Do it again. Aha! Now there probably is a better way to get down, but this is my way. Hey, Patches!
Yes, hello. Oh, I don't believe we've met. I'm Patches. Unbreakable Patches. You seem to be unkindled. Do you have business with me?
What do I say here? Do I say no or yes? Like, will one trigger a fight? Alice, can you help me out here? Which one do I pick? Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was mine, as you know. But the deed, well, that was regrettable. Truly. But behold, look at you. Not a scratch. All's well that ends well. Yes, we'll be fine. I can tell. Yes. Now, just a little trick here. You should know, if you're as unkindled as you look.
I like how, oh no, yeah, it's fine, Mike, it's fine. And then he like has the fucking set. Okay, seeing we're talking about fucking shows we watched as a kid that freaked us the fuck out. There was this one show. I'm not fucking around. We had this one show. It was called The Might of the Spirits. I might have talked about it before, but it's like a good story. And it was basically, you know, like, it was a Danish version similar to, you know, Ghost Adventures. They go somewhere and a bunch of shit happens. Well, they, you know, check for ghosts and they try EVPs and shit like that, and sometimes they catch something, well, like, they always caught something. And it was this really like, ain't that convenient? And fucking, my favorite episode, and I remember it because I remember I called it out as a kid as well, because like, I was sitting there going, that's fucking stupid though. Because they went to a fucking, a farm where they're like, oh yeah, and it just feels like it's so cold, like right in here. I don't know what it is. I think there might be some spirits or something here. And like they go, I see, and they pan the camera around, and then on the wall is like a fucking pentagram drawn with what looks like blood, and they go, what's this? And like the people who were sent to, you know, work on the farm was like, I never saw that, and it's like as white as a person. It is fucking huge. Okay. There was also one where they like, today we are talking with a medium. And let's talk to medium. While you're here, you can take note and get good look at the big door on the cell. That's spooky. But yeah, just before I go in. So they had this like, it's clearly a prisoner and a chainsaw on the outside. Yeah, it is. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so they go out to find this medium, and it's like, Today now we're going to have a seance and see if we can contact any spirits from beyond. And so they have a seance or whatever, like sitting around the table and meditating, and then all of a sudden you just hear a loud fucking crash from a room next to them. And so the camera guy turns around and points the camera toward that room, and like, and it's like a glass table that's broken. But the thing is that if you like look at it today and like play it in slow motion, you can just like the camera guy turn too fast, so you can see the foot of a guy who has just stomped that fucking glass table into bits as he's like withdrawing it. It was the best. So, when I initially played this game, I was way ahead of Alice. And the way that me and Alice play games is that if we play the same game, I will typically go, yo, we need to see this, when something cool happens. This is one of those rooms where I went, yo! What show was that? It's a show called The Power of the Spirits. It was a Danish show, so you wouldn't get anything out of it. There wasn't even subtitles for it. Okay, hold on. Okay. So up here we have Rosaria, mother of rebirth, and her pet slug. There's not a lot of information about Rosaria, so all following information needs to be taken with a hint of salt, and understand that it's a little more than theory. We can say for certain that Rosaria has the uncanny power to rebirth people, and as you can do in your respec. But be warned, people who go through this transformation too much are reduced to those horrible slug people you've seen. The people who worship and pay reverence to Rosaria are named after fingers for some reason. And they all pay worship to Rosaria by finding tongues. They put the tongues from people and offer them to Rosaria. They cut the tongues from people and offer them to Rosaria. And she's noted for having no eyes and no tongue. I don't think Rosaria or her people are truly an evil influence. More people are just madly in love with her and want to serve her however they can. Leonard especially is totally fedora wearing neck-bearded head over heels for her. Another yellow finger, Hazel, actually seemed to be an incredibly nice person, but is also hugely enamored with Rosaria and does invade people for tongues for her. All of this we know for sure. Following is the theory bits. Firstly, Archdeacon St. Klimt. He was the guy tasked with guarding Rosaria. We can see from her chamber walls that she seems to be kept captive. The walls are a prison, not a means of her protection. In acting like her jailer, it says that Klimt found a goddess in her and decided to worship her. It may be was the first one to do so. He may be the first one to do so. You found his bident earlier. Firstly, you can see how some of the mangrubs shoot magic balls in the same shape as the bident. Secondly, his bident is on the grave, and it says it is discarded, which to me implies it wasn't put there over his body, but he left it there. Maybe when he didn't need it anymore. If you look at Rosaria, she's lovingly cradling a large man grub. Oh, can we get closer? Yeah. She's cradling a large man grub. I theorize that man grub is Archdeacon St. Klimt. Lastly, for Rosaria herself, I got a theory about the real identity. Later on, we're going to find lots of mentions of a saint woman called Gertrude, the heavenly daughter, Gertrude. Gertrude was a woman in Lothric who had some weird encounter with people she called angels, and it was that moment that spawned the heretical angelic faith in Lothric. More on that later. As for Gertrude, I believe she is the daughter of Queen Lothric. She's noted as being Gertrude, the Heavenly Daughter, and somewhere else it says she's the Heavenly Daughter. Says the Heavenly Daughter is the Queen's child. She was held captive due to her heresy, and had her encounter with the angels, an encounter that freed her from her prison, took her somewhere else, and was said to have burned out her eyes and tongue. I believe Gertrude, the Heavenly Daughter, was reborn as Rosaria, Mother of Rebirth. So I'm not gonna pray to her, because she's a bitch, but... Hi! I think we're done here, actually.
Merciful goddess.
That was too soon.
I've got to use my head and think. I, Siegfried of Katarina, salute you.
I, Riiser of Astora, salute you too.
Until we meet again, comrade.
Okay, you do you, man. Also, Alice has an extra little tidbit. Wasn't gonna mention it, but there's this too. I think it's super cool. It's very possible that the Queen of Lothric is actually Guinevere. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Very possible that the Queen of Lothric is actually Guinevere. Guinevere had heavenly children. Gertrude is the Heavenly Daughter. Heavenly Daughter is the Queen's child. Thus, Guinevere equals Queen. If Queen Lothric is Guinevere, then Gertrude Rosaria is Guinevere's daughter, and Rosaria is Gwyn's granddaughter. That is fucking confusing, but okay! Oh. Yeah, exactly. Ligasp. I think this is faster. Technologic. Buy it, fix it, make it. Okay, we've been in there. We've been in here. Yeah, we have been in here. Insert your crab people jokes here. I think I even did some myself. I'm not about being a huge shit. How the oh. What do we have now? Hey, dude. Oh. This is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a huge problem. Fucking hell! fuck you, fuck you, fuck. Okay, so the crab lore is that crabs are assholes but delicious. What you gonna do? We get a nice little vista here. So pretty. Achromatic, are you okay? I get a lot of from you. Are you having a stroke? Sucks to be that guy. Oh no, it's spreading. Our touch is having it too. Oh look, it's my favorite area. Ow. Oh, you're so fucking disgusting. Oh my god. Well, I'm glad you're having fun, Achromatic. It's always nice when I can make people laugh. I love this area, said no person ever. Like, how can we possibly make this place even shittier? How about huge fucking disgusting slugs? Oh yeah, what the, what? Could this be brew visions of a bonfire? I don't know, mate. It doesn't look like a bonfire to me. It looks like a bunch of bullshit.